I'm back with Rohit Walia from investment banking advisory firm Alpen Capital. Rohit, you released your first sustainability report earlier this year called Sound Impact. Why did you put this report together? Why have you released it?
I think in a fashion and form to measure the impact our transactions have. It's something we've always been aware about, the fact that we work in most of the emerging markets in the world. All of them have some impact or the other. Our largest funding partners are development financial institutions or impact funders. And each of them has a different thought process on which part of society do they want to fund with. So if I look at the last few years of our transactions, a huge part of our funding has come from these people. So it automatically tends itself to fund projects which are impactful, either on climate or the society. So the idea was to, instead of just talking about it, see what is the impact, and then potentially put some KPIs in place over the next 2 to 3 years to measure and aim towards potentially doing more transactions in certain areas which we feel are impactful, both to the environment and to the societies we work in.
Well, talk me through some of the most socially impactful transactions you've been involved in.
IndusInd Bank, the funding $75 million. Complete funding has gone to women's empowerment, lending to groups of women in the rural areas of India, some of the poorest states out there. We funded Sayadri, a farmers cooperative near Bombay, owned by 18,000 farmers. The equity came in from 4 development financial institutions out of Europe. This has changed the lives of all these people. We could do another dozen transactions in that fashion in the same country. Huge impact on the society, on the environment. We just did a transaction, again, few weeks back for a large rated company called Shriram Transport, which enables existing truck drivers to become truck owners, so creates businessmen. It was funded by Asian Development Bank, $100 million. On the corporate side, the most interesting one there has been for the Tata Group in India. They have a huge business in about 8 or 9 countries in Africa, selling trucks and buses. Again, makes the individual bus driver into an entrepreneur, and the Tatas fund this transaction. So what we've done for them is taken the whole bucket of receivables, as we say, put it into a structure into Abu Dhabi and funded it. It's a very interesting structure. It's taken us 1 year to just put the legal structure in place. It can cost $1 million in legal fees, if nothing else. But it's been running now very well for 2 years, and it's got huge potential to grow. We're looking to fund a few climate change projects in Vietnam. That's an interesting new market. That's one of the few countries in Asia which is actually doing a lot of work towards green energy projects.
And now that you've released your first report, are you going to be updating it into the future? And is this sort of transaction going to become an important part of Alpen's strategy?
So we will take a look at what we've done during the year and potentially update this by early first quarter, at least for the next 2 to 3 years. And then, like I said, we will put KPIs in place for different aspects of our business. I'm not saying we're specifically looking for such projects, but as and when we find such projects, they tend to be more of a priority for us to take a look at than other projects which come onto the table.
Rohit Walia, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching. Click now for more from this interview with Rohit Walia, or learn more at alpencapital.com. And as always, please subscribe for the latest international business insights from worldfinance.com.